Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So, we are going to jump back into the speed run. We're having some technical difficulties here. My keyboard, the other day, I spilled a drink in. So, the keyboard's been messed up. Now, my monitor's acting up. My graphics card's been messed up. So, we've had some problems past couple of days here. So, I'm going to have to get a graphics card. I know that I am. Ugh. Those bad boys are expensive, though. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Joven. Joined a week ago. Yeah, my monitor's flashing. All kinds of good stuff. All right, so we're going to get out of this E4, E5 business because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I used to play against E4 like when I first started because I don't think it was E5. I've never played E5. All right. So this move walks straight into this pawn push. So, yeah, man, my monitor is flickering. I don't know. Maybe it's my monitor. I've done an update on my graphics driver yesterday, and when I did, my monitor immediately started acting up. But I've had trouble out of this whole thing for 2 weeks. Well, I have a VR headset, and every time that I plug the VR headset in, I have trouble with my monitors and stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if you guys have played in VR, but that is the coolest experience ever. I have a game, VTOL VR. Listen, we're off topic a little bit, but if you guys haven't played VTOL VR, it's the best game ever. It's on Steam. It's like probably $10, $20, $15, something like that. It's not much, and it is an amazing game. I'd like to get on there after I get done here, but I don't know if I'll be able to because I've got all these problems going on here. All right, so I'm not sure. Obviously, we're trying to scholars mate me somehow. But you're not hitting that. I could play this and hit the queen. The pawn is defended. So let's just go ahead and do this. And this is the thing about moving the queen out. You've come down to attack me here, but there's just no attack. Right? So I mean you could take that, but it's not, it's not a big deal. Alright, you're hitting that. I'd like to get to that square. Now, part of me wants to play this and force the issue with that bishop. I could play this. If he plays here, there's no point. Here and here. Let's develop. Let's get the bishop outside the pawn chain. The knight defends the bishop, so it's fine there. And that's a very weakening move. Yeah. So let's come back. I'm sure that he's probably going to do this number, but then I can just slide back to here. And this is the kind of overcommitment you want to avoid. This is a big commitment right here. It doesn't really look like it. It's one pawn, one step forward, but this is the kind of move that can really start causing you some problems. Now, this piece, according to Daniel Naroditsky, is a type 2 undefended piece. So we need to be conscious. Okay. I can't play here without hanging that. What is the point of that? If I play here, let's play this. Just get our pawn chain built. This is defended by this. And probably what I'll do is come back here if I get the opportunity and just protect that diagonal. Keep him from being able to push this. But if he does push, it's not the end of the world. So let's go here. Stop that pawn push. That also blocks the queen from being able to do that number. Right? So that lets this bishop out of the box. That also gives us this check. So if he were to do, like say he played that, then you could play here. And that forces him to take. Because if he moves like back, you got that check hitting that. So yeah, here the queen defends. I'm going to play here. And this opens up a discovery on the queen here. Also prepares castling. Now that's a discovery on the queen. So how best to use that? If I go here, queen could play that. That's a check. No, it's not. No, it's not. Don't get excited here. But it does stop him from castling, and then my queen starts to weasel in. So let's say I play here. If the queen comes all the way back, he loses the queen. So I play here. The queen's hit. If the queen goes here, I'll go ahead and play this. Ah, but the knight hangs there, huh? So maybe I should go ahead and play this now. Stop him from castling and then worry about that discovery. He doesn't have that because I would take. That stops castling, and threatens that. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and play here. Let's threaten this. That pins this guy down. And then this could end up being an issue. I don't like that he could play check there, that in between moves. So let's say I play here. He plays check and I take. Alright, so here, check and I take. Yeah, I'm threatening this. And this is the thing about this F-pawn. We see this time and time again. People getting themselves into trouble by pushing that F-pawn. Because now your ideas of castling are just gone. If he played this, he does defend that. So now that's a discovery on the queen. And it threatens this. So let's walk through this. Here, takes, that's not a big deal. He's threatening that, but I can take, or you play, let's say I played that. I could at least play that. But then the rook comes over. Here. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's hit that queen. Looks to me like you have one square. And then that's a fork. That drops the queen. Yeah, see, that was a bad move because now you have a piece hanging and so do I. So if you, let's say you take, you're going to win a pawn instead of winning two pieces for the queen. And it reinforces that again. So now when you take and I recapture, my e-pawn supports that pawn. So, yeah, now I think I could just... I can't take that, actually. I could play there, but that just brings that guy into the game. If I play here and he goes there. Yeah. Ugh. Alright, let's go ahead and play that. Go ahead and play that. So I'm thinking about playing this just to get material off the board. If he were to play that, I could take. I go here, he does that. Yeah, then you're looking at losing a piece. So let's go ahead actually and start with that. Let's give ourselves an escape square. Maybe I could have done that. Takes, something like that, but actually I could have taken here that. That's a check, hitting that and that. He could go back and defend this guy. That's hit. As far as I can see, that just hangs this, doesn't it? All right, well, let's hold on. All right, I don't want to give up that fork. So let's take that. That's defended by the queen. He can't come over without losing the rook. And I can castle whenever I want here. Now I can't. Actually, I can. Check, he takes. If I castle, I'll lose a bishop. But I have that check winning that bishop. So castle, takes, check. Actually, I could play that right now and don't even have to lose the bishop. Check, and then I pick that up. Check. So I castle. He takes. Let's just not overcomplicate this. That's a check. I'm going to win the bishop. If he blocks like that, I'm going to take. Now, if he comes down and plays this, just castle, right? Well, actually, I could take there. This defends the square that he needs to hit that guy. But so does this, and it's on a different color. So I'm going to play here. so that he can't move the bishop with an attack on my queen. Now he could move, say that, but then we could just slide out of the way here. And, I want to get castled. And I don't want him to be able to, somehow move this, attacking the queen, and exposing this attack on the bishop. I don't know what that accomplishes, but let's get castled. Here, he plays this. Let's go ahead. We'll defend the bishop. Let's start with that. Just line up a rook opposite his. So this is defended. We don't have to win in 3 moves. Wear up a ton of material. So slow, patient chess. That's what we need to play here. He can't come to that square, or he loses that. And maybe here, what is this? If I were to play that and he goes there, I think yeah, let's go ahead and play this now. If he takes, we capture, that pins the bishop to the king. I'm not worried about him taking here. We're not worried about this either. So he's got to figure out what to do. Okay, well that pins the bishop to the king. So this guy's lost. He's not lost. I mean, you can defend it. But you're going to have a piece come off the board here. And significantly simplify the game. So, go ahead and take that. That comes with a check. If I take that, actually, I have that check which double attacks that rook. So here hits all of this, and now that's hit twice. So if he comes back, I could take this here, 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 and then you're just up a rook and a bishop in the endgame, which, again, simplifies the game. But this guy played good. You know, he broke some fundamentals and got himself into trouble, but he never really made a catastrophic blunder that I could find. Well, that's a catastrophic blunder. That's going to lose you rook. Both of them. So, what's the most clinical way to go about checkmate here? Well, let's just take that. Let's just take that, get that off the board, and now we can go crazy and start trying to just look for mate. I mean, he did do a good job putting pressure on our position. This queen move here was a pretty good idea. I mean, it's, you know, it's fairly easily parried, right? But it is a threat, you know. This, who cares, you know? Check. I think that's actually checkmate. Check. Pawn covers, bishop covers, can't stay there. Yeah. All right, so let's have a look at the game. Computer analysis. I had a mistake and an inaccuracy. We still played 94%, so that, you know, wasn't terrible. All right, so let's have a look here. We played the Caro Kann. Okay, he plays that. The best move is to immediately challenge him with the bishop. And here it's to immediately go after his queen. Okay, we come back. Build the pawn chain. Best move. And that's a mistake. Okay, that hits the queen. He takes, loses the queen. But see, now that's inaccurate because you should have taken here. Because the knight was very nicely placed, and you're going to want 2 pieces for the queen. But here, you let me take back, and now I'm hitting the bishop. So when he drops back, now I can save the bishop. Okay, I create a safe square for the bishop. Takes. Check. He drops the knight. We pick up the bishop. And here, I came to this square because I want to be on a light square so he can't challenge the queen again. So all of my pieces find their way. Long cast. Shut up. See, now all of my pieces find their way onto a light square, avoiding his bishop. So here, yeah, that's not the best, but all right, whatever. You're gonna have to exchange bishops, and there, yeah. And that's mate. Anyway, all right. That was a good game by this guy. So, anyway, if y'all like that, like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I'll see y'all in the next video. Later, guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. So, we're going to jump in here to another 15-10 and see if we can get a game in before I have to go to work today and see if I can get it uploaded. That's the plan. Got a 940. All right. So, we're inching our way closer to 1,000. A Lakshmi 48079. All right, here we go. So we get a game. I've started 4 games that got aborted. before I got to this one. So, yeah. All right. So this is the two knights. So the idea here is you take, he recaptures, and then I could play this move. That's the idea. And then you have to play this. He captures with the queen. You go here. Excuse me? Okay. Or not. All right, I guess we'll go this way then. I suppose he wants to do that. Let's go here. That does allow him to target this pawn. Whoa, dude, are you for real? I don't know about that. If I take, that does fix his pawn structure. But it gets rid of that knight. Huh. Could play that pawn up, but then he could play that. And then how do I stop? Maybe like that? So here, he goes here. I play this. If I play here and he does that, I take and he comes here, he's hitting that. I'm going to play it like this. I'm going to play it like this. This isn't the most ambitious move of my life. But that's how I'm going to play it. And I think I'll just come here and get castled. He's got a weakness right here. And maybe it was better to try to get to that square and maybe try to anchor a knight in or something like that. But I think for now, let's just castle, be happy, and we'll see where we end up here in a few moves. I need to get my pieces here. I have that, which does let my bishop out. But it takes an attacker, a potential attacker, away from the king side. I don't want to take here and let him start building this pressure right here, right? So I could go here, but that's... Let's play this. It is kind of a one move idea, but it's going to force him to do something about this. Meanwhile, we can grab some space on this side, and maybe this knight could rotate around without getting in front of these guys. But mainly, it's, you know, the idea is, yeah, just to play this and force him back, and we'll see where this goes after that. But for now, he's hit. He's going to have to retreat. And this beautiful square that he's in is going to be relegated to this corner right here. So we like that. I mean, you have to go back, dude. You might be able to go here, but what? Why would you not? He made the escape square, but then didn't use it. Okay. Well, I think now we're up material. Let's just get some trades in. So let's get that knight on that good square. Now, if he plays this, it's important that this is not hanging at the end of this. But we may still bring a rook over just to be extra safe. Because if this guy moves, these guys are going to be facing off. That hits that and that. I do like just bringing the rook over and defending that. I can't play here because he takes. Let's play this. This gives us another square for our bishop if we need it and we want to defend Keto. But it also mainly provides defense to this bishop in case this guy has to go. He can't blast this open and win himself a bishop. I think I want to play here and put pressure on this. But if I do that, that does give him that. So let's say that I take and he came over. Well, then he would drop one of those guys. So let's go ahead and play here. Just get that piece active and start looking at some stuff. If I take, he could take that. Then he gets a 3-on-1, and that's not great. If I take and he goes here, I could play that. If I take and he does this, yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Now that hits that pawn. He could do that to support the pawn. I'm going to play here. Yeah, I'm going to play this. That eyes that queen. So if this guy were to move, I'm going to take the queen. Now that double attacks this. That does hang that pawn. So let's say I play here and he defends, right? So you... I'm thinking about grabbing that pawn. I'm going to grab the pawn. I'm going to grab it. So that's hit. That's hit. I'm threatening this, which hits that. So we've got some things going for us now. This is probably a better move because it threatens this. But I think this will work. What is this? Maybe he wants to play that. I don't know. That threatens this. And this is still hanging. And that's a threat. So if you defend this guy, I'm going to take that. With check. That. Take. Yeah, you got big problems here now. Oh. I'm so tired today. See what he comes up with here. So he defends this. If I play here, right? If I played that, he could double attack it. But I could add a defender like that. So let's do that. Now notice that this rook can't get to a square where it challenges my queen. That's important. But this is also a big time problem. So let's say I play this check anyway. Oh, wait, that ain't a check. That ain't a check. But it does fork those two. That's hanging. So do I go here anyway? Because it is defended by the rook. Can he do anything scary? I mean, not that I could see. But I do also have that X-ray in the queen. That's a thing. If I play here and he went there, I take, he takes. Let's think about this. If I play here, I have that, making my way closer to the queen. I'm sorry, the king. I have that, putting more pressure here. Well, what if he goes back? I think, really, that may be the best move. That, how does he defend that square? Well, maybe he plays up. If I go here and he threatens the queen, I take, he takes. I could still come back. I also just have that. I'm going to do this. That's defended by the rook. And that's a fork. So, and a beautiful little arrow, now that I notice it. Alright, so if I take that, then I just win an exchange. Instead of takes, I could take. Well, no, because then I have to do this, right? Here. I have this check. Is there any value to that check? Well, let's say I play the check and he plays that. Then I take. If I play check and he goes here, I am up material. So I think let's throw in the check. He needs to go back. I think you just get the queens off the board here. Takes. And then I hit that. Yeah, let's just take the queen. There's no point in making this more complicated. This is going to be under attack after he moves that. So I've taken. He recaptures. I pick up this pawn. The rook still guards the knight, so he can't take the knight. So he has to capture that. Now I have that check, but that doesn't accomplish anything. If I took that, I could defend the bishop like this. So let's just see here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and play that. If he moves this, I could take that. This still defends the knight. So the knight's fine. This seems like a fairly likely candidate move. Because if he pushes, I can't take because of the rook. Why does this guy want to simplify? Knight could come in here. Maybe I could anchor it like that. This is defended, though. The knight is defended by the bishop. So as long as the bishop's defended, the knight's safe here. But I like that square better. But if I could anchor that in, then I think we're in good shape. I think you got to play that. But if you do, then your pawn's hanging. I don't know. This isn't a great position. That hits that twice. If he steps in and I take, he goes here, I play that. Let's activate the rook. Now, I gotta be conscious here of back rank ideas. So I need to probably create myself a little, yeah. All right, so I could take this now because this is a fork. So let's take that because if he goes here, that's the forkerino. And then that's the ball game. This is cutting off the king, so the king can never come over and challenge that pawn. Yeah, let's just simplify. Quickest way to do this is to make another queen, so that's what I'm going to do. Just make sure you don't stalemate. And there you go. All right, so let's have a look at the game. Real quick. Computer analysis. So obviously the mistake that was made here is he didn't drop the bishop back, and that's where he ultimately loses the game. So we play the two knights. This is fairly standard stuff. And he takes this way, and that's not a great move. Knight over to there. Okay, all right. Yeah, we just lazily castled. And see, here, you got to go back. But he does this and just loses the game. And then we immediately start the simplification process. Yeah, I liked defending the bishop in case there was any kind of BS. Hung the pawn, so we took it. That's a... Oh, crap. That's a pin. Yikes, I missed it. Alright, that's inaccurate. Takes. I thought that taking that pawn may have been best. See, here, yeah, here I just take that. You know, he doesn't have to take back, but it is hanging, so why not? Because if you take, then you get forked. And from here, it's just about going and getting ourselves another queen. So notice also, this rook is cutting off the d file, right? So he can never go challenge this pawn. So as long as the rook's sitting here, we're free to run. There's nobody that can oppose him. And when he gives us the opportunity to get rid of more stuff, that's exactly what we do. And then I cut him off, right? And my rook is in front, so my queen will always be defending the rook. So check, he goes back, check, he goes back, check, he goes back, check, and that's mate. He's never able to work his way up and threaten that queen. So that's the point. All right, anyway, I'm going to go. I'm going to try to make this really quick and get out of here so I can get to work on time. Y'all have a good day. Like, comment, subscribe, all the things. I'll see you on the next video. Later, guys.